For people who are lucky enough to have a big yard here in Colorado, it's a perfect place to spend an afternoon and let your dog get out and play in the garden. But there can be some issues when it comes to your garden. Not everything is good for your pet. So Rich Overman with Autumn Gold Landscapes is here, and you've got some ideas on how we can kind of make the outside a bit more pet friendly.
Exactly. So what we have here is a couple of new products that you'll find. Something new that's just come out this year is this Dog Tough Turf, which is very resilient against dog abuse and, you know, when they go out there and potty in the yard.
And it burns the grass. What is it about this grass that will protect it from doing that?
It puts up with animals very well, and it's very aggressive, drought tolerant. And it works well with animals, and it's nice and cushy and soft.
So it's going to take the place of my Kentucky bluegrass, is what you're telling me.
Exactly. And if they don't like this, they can do the synthetic turf, which is this stuff right here.
This stuff is green year-round. You don't have to mow it.
Don't have to mow it. Don't have to water it. Just wash it off, and it's good to go, man. This is great stuff. A nice thin mat, so you know it's easy to clean.
It reminds me of that commercial where you see that lady out there vacuuming her yard. I'm like, you know, that's not a bad idea.
Right, you can bring the vacuum cleaner here and it would work, but I would maybe not do that.
Now, I've spent a lot of time in the garden. I know tulips. Are tulips good or bad?
Tulips are good. Mums are good. These are just some of the like 10,000 flowers we have in the show, but These are ones that aren't toxic to pets.
Now, what are some of the items that we have in our yard that you see all over the place that we don't know that are toxic to our pets?
Well, there's some of the hollies out there will have berries that will make them upset. You know, they're not necessarily poison them, but it could make them feel a little uneasy. Yews, which aren't used too much here in Colorado, but somewhat, have poisonous berries. Those are something that could really hurt the animal.
We were talking in the break, and I asked you a dumb question. Shouldn't the dogs know what makes them sick?
Well, you know, that's a good question too, but I think, you know, they'll, you know, hopefully like other animals, they chew on it, and if it doesn't taste good, they spit it out, you know, but like little kids, you kind of have to keep an eye on them, you know.
Good point. And we also have to keep them hydrated. I really like this idea. Is this circulating it and keeping it fresh?
Exactly. You fill this thing up, you plug it in, and it just recirculates the water, keeps it fresh for the dog. And what dog wouldn't like to drink out of that? You know?
Some kids. Let's talk about kids. I can see my kids drinking out of that.
I'm feeling pretty thirsty right now, but not today.
You're gonna reach down here. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. See?
Please tell me that came from here.
Right. Not too many dogs have drunk out of it.
And one more thing over here on this side, little Fido's got quite the spread.
Yeah. This we think is kind of cool. You know, you got the dog bed you can put out there. It's elevated. You know, Fido hasn't much life to him this morning, but you know, it gives you a good idea.
He's tired. And you guys got a big event coming up. It's the Colorado Home and Garden Show. Did I get that right?
That is right. We'd like to call it the Garden and Home Show because, hey, we're in the landscape.
Right. Good point.
But yes, there's at least 10,000 flowers in bloom right now as we speak.
Wow.
So come out there and smell the flowers.
Stop and smell the roses. Well, we appreciate it, Rich, bringing us the information because we all love our four-legged friends, and we don't want to see them getting hurt outside. And some of these ideas can really save us a lot of time in the yard as well.
Yes, and we've got some brochures about pet-friendly landscaping to hand out, so people come down to the show. They can check this stuff out. It's
absolutely.
Good.
All right, guys. Well, now we know what's going to keep Fido safe. Back to you.
Well, I just say you take a bite out of it, see if it hurts you, and then we know.
The grass? I'm not eating the grass. I'll have another drink of water.
But that's the thing, is you go to your local nursery and you ask them and say, hey, what's safe for my dog, if you really are concerned, because there are a lot of plants out there that can be dangerous. So teens in the Denver area